Tablet 13, The Keys of Life and Death. We are told that when we discover the oneness of all, that higher access to the all occurs, conquering death. Essentially repeating what happened in his path is available to us as well, including access to the halls of Amenti in spirit, and OOBE. The gateway to life is through death, but not as we understand the term, instead involving fire and light, law of conservation of energy. We are told the secret is within us, reminding us of the lessons taught by Jesus in the New Testament Gospel of Luke 17:1. Neither shall they say, Lo here, or Lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Thoth teaches that the flower of life mechanism in the halls of Amenti is broadcasting the energy that is the source of the spirit, that acting as a template from which all matter is formed, everything from planets to people. Next, the discussion of what I term the human antenna model is presented. The statement is made that we die because the balance and polarity, an electrical term, in our bodies is out of kilter, shaken, if you will, negating the connection to the positive or negative poles. From structural integration and the chakra system, we know the body is malleable and electric. Thoth tells us that if we keep both poles active, the chakras open, that all exists therein. This is where energy and matter collide, terming the spirit of life. The Mayan underworld frequencies are alluded to as being generated by the flower of life in the halls of Amenti. This would make sense since the Lord of the Cycles were stationed within the flower of life matter-generating device. We are told that during the Earth's transformation we will hold our energetic form until all matter passes away. We're told to maintain our electrical polarities by spending 1 hour with our positive head. The sphenopalatine ganglion behind the nose is the positive pole of the electrical body. To the north location, our consciousness from the chest to the head, upper chakras, and then change positions of the body to the reverse pole, charging position, and repeating the hour with the head down to the south. Consciousness focus from the chest to the feet. This is essentially close chest versus pelvic bipolar axis to the model structural integration uses, except the pelvis is used to distinguish the upper from the lower body girdle based on the lines and planes reference to the gravity field. The energy body division of the chest by Thoth into upper and lower halves follows the location of the chakras, whose perspective is energetic, recharging like a battery. Thoth insinuates that if we live past the age of 100 years old, this recharge technique becomes life-sustaining. Stop the practice and surely die. The relationship between structure, gravity distribution mechanism, and the energy, chakra quantized consciousness model, together compose the two models whose intersection parameter is gravity. Structure as a function and energy were presented to the reader previously discussed in detail in the Anunnaki of Nibiru. See reference 3, chapter 6. Finally, we are taught how to preserve our consciousness when our mission in the holographic simulator comes to an end. When at death's door, lie down with the head facing eastward. Fold your hands across the solar plexus, placing the consciousness in the life seat behind the belly button. Spawning the head to toe vibration used to initiate an oob, leading to a merging of your body, connected by the silver thread of light that remains attached, heading towards the sun, dawning on the eastern horizon, destined to blend with the source of all, light. There one waits until desiring to take on a body at a location of choice, referring to the past soul masters who have experienced the process as avatars, determining when to incarnate and when to return to the light. Masters of life and death, if you will. Next, we are taught how the masters of time have access to past lives using this process. It is a memory preservation technique, essentially, used just prior to death so that when reincarnating in a new body, one retains all the memory from the past life. While relaxing, lying down with the head to the east and with the arms still crossed over the solar plexus, move the flame of the soul consciousness to the heart chakra, then move the energy rapidly, whirling, pulsating north to south, to the seat of the triangle, the pelvic bowl or chakra symbol. This is the OOBE maneuver as taught by Robert Monroe. List ye, O man, hear ye the wisdom, hear ye the word that shall fill thee with life. Hear ye the word that shall banish the darkness, hear ye the voice that shall banish the night. Mystery and wisdom have I brought to my children, knowledge and power descended from old. Know ye not that all shall be open, when ye shall find the oneness of all? One ye shall be with the masters of mystery, conquerors of death and masters of life. Aye, ye shall learn of the flower of Amenti, the blossom of life that shines in the halls. In spirit shall ye reach the halls of Amenti, and bring back the wisdom that liveth in light. Know ye the gateway to power is secret. Know ye the gateway to life is through death. Aye, through death, but not as ye know death, but a death that is life and is fire and is light. Desireth thou to know the deep, hidden secret? Look in thine heart where the knowledge is bound. Know that in thee the secret is hidden, the source of all life and the source of all death. List ye, O man, while I tell the secret, reveal unto thee the secret of old. Deep in the earth's heart lies the flower, the source of the spirit that binds all in its forms. Or know ye that the earth is living in body, as thou art alive in thine own formed form. The flower of life is thine own place of spirit, and streams through the earth as thine flows through thy form, giving of life to the earth and its children, renewing the spirit from form unto form. This is the spirit that is form of thy body, shaping and molding into its form. Know ye, O man, that thy form is dual, balanced in polarity while formed in its form. Know that when fast on thee death approaches, it is only because thy balance is shaken. It is only because one pole has been lost. Know that the secret of life in the mente is the secret of restoring the balance of poles. All that exists has form and is living, because of the spirit of life in its poles. See ye not that in earth's heart is the balance of all things that exist, and have being on its face? The source of thy spirit is drawn from the earth's heart, for in thy form thou art one with the earth. When thou hast learned to hold thine own balance, when thou shalt draw on the balance of earth, exist then shall thou while earth is existing, changing in form only when earth too shall change, tasting not death but one with this planet, holding thy form till all passes away. List ye, O man, whilst I give the secret, so that ye too shall taste not of change. 1 hour each day shalt thou lie with thine head pointed to the place of the positive pole, north. 1 hour each day shall thy head be pointed to the place of the negative pole, south. Whilst thy head is placed to the northward, hold thy consciousness from the chest to the head. And when thy head is placed southward, hold thou thy thought from chest to the feet. Hold thou in balance once in each 7, and thy balance will remain the whole of its strength. Aye, if thou be old, thy body will freshen, and thy strength will become as a youth. This is a secret known to the masters, by which they hold off the fingers of death. Neglect not to follow the path I have shown, for when thou hast passed beyond years to 100, to neglect, it will mean the coming of death. Hear ye my words, and follow the pathway. Keep thou thy balance, and live on in life. Hear ye, O man, and list to my voice. List to the wisdom that gives thee of death. When at the end of thy work appointed, thou may desire to pass from this life, pass to the plane where the sons of the morning live and have being as children of light. Pass without pain and pass without sorrow into the plane where is eternal light. First lie at rest with thine head to the eastward. Fold thou thy hands at the source of thy life, solar plexus. Place thou thy conscience in the life seat, whirl it and divide to the north and to the south. Send thou the one out toward the northward, send thou the other out to the south. Relax thou thy hold upon thy being. Forth from thy form will thy silver spark fly, upward and onward to the sun of the morning, blending with light at one with its source. There it shall flame till desire shall be created, then shall return to a place in a form. Know ye, O men, that thus pass the great souls, changing at will from life into life. Thus ever passes the Avatar, willing his death as he wills his own life. List ye, O man, drink of my wisdom. Learn ye the secret that is master of time. Learn ye how those ye call masters are, able to remember the lives of the past. Great is the secret, yet easy to master, giving to thee the mastery of time. When upon thee death fast approaches, fear not, but know ye are master of death. Relax thy body, resist not with tension, place in thy heart the flame of thy soul. Swiftly then sweep it to the seat of thy triangle. Hold for a moment, then move to the goal. This is thy goal, is the place between thine eyebrows, the place where the memory of life must hold sway. Hold thou thy flame here in thy brain seat, until the fingers of death grasp thy soul. Then as thou pass through the state of transition, surely the memories of life shall pass too. Then shall the past be as one with the present, then shall the memory of all be retained. Free shalt thou be from all retrogression. The thing of the past shall live in today.